All right, good morning and welcome to P&B Morning Show, where politics meets business and the real issues take center stage. Today we are looking at two stories that define the state of the nation: the fallout of the ADC convention and the import of the Senate President's comments. We're also going to look at the decision by the former Vice President of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar, stating that 2027 seems to be his final shot at the presidency. All right, political party convention is one of the processes that is designed, as we said yesterday, to elect aspirants into leadership offices and positions. However, the case of the ADC is said to be one that was characterized by too many challenges. Now, the long-awaited convention has come and gone, and now we are seeing possible fallout after the convention, despite all odds, thereby raising some questions. What are the challenges ahead of the ADC? Are we likely going to see another face-off or drama? What do we make out of the decision and choice of the former Vice President Alhaji Atiku Abubakar to recontest or to take the final shot on the 2027 presidential election? Okay, these are many issues that we are going to look at as we progress in the morning show. Then this morning we connect the dots between leadership, accountability, and delivery, because in the end, governance is not just about winning elections, but it's about making life better. Stay with us. We shall be back to look at what the newspapers has for us. I am Chidi Kenneth, and I have with me, as usual in the studio, my co-host and colleague, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. Good morning, Mr. Ibrahim.
Good morning, Mr. CK. How are you doing?
Fine, a very happy Thursday morning.
Oh, thank you.
It was, the rains fell yesterday. I don't know if it fell in this side of the city.
Yeah, it didn't here actually, but it does in some other places I have.
Yes, I think where I live, we had some downpour yesterday.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, we shall be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll dive straight into the newspaper review. Once again, this is P&B Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to the P&B Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. Okay, Mr. Shaibu, once again, a very good morning, and good morning to our viewers. Today is another wonderful Thursday, and I think, let's see, we should believe we have a lot of radar and headlines to see what is going on and understand the polity as we journey towards 2027 election.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see the first newspaper. Let's see what we have there. We have The Nation.
ADC presidential ticket tears Atiku Obi Konkoso apart. ADC presidential ticket tears Atiku Obi Konkoso apart. Momodu Tanko, clash over primary. Nafi Bala, rights of convention. Yeah, so there is still fire
Yes.
on the mountain.
It was
in the ADC camp.
Yes, it was predicted.
Yeah.
It was predicted because we know that we have very ambitious men there.
Exactly.
The likes of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has been gunning for the presidency for over many years now.
For a long time.
For a long time. And
exactly.
Knowing his personality, we know that when we saw him at the ADC, we know that Atiku will not take a bow.
Exactly.
And even though the gentlemanly agreement that power should remain in the South and let the South complete their
but I think in the convention recently, I think they suspended the zoning arrangement.
Well, it's not about suspending the zoning arrangement. It's all about understanding.
If the party say there's no zoning, then
everybody Mr. Shaibu.
The person with the greatest
no.
It's democracy.
It's not the greatest anything. Let me tell you one thing you must understand about this whole game. You see, there are little things you do. You must understand the impulse and the feelings of the electorate, the people that want to vote.
When you talk about the people that want to vote, remember we are talking about Nigeria. It's not all the people that want to vote that belong to the same camp.
I have said it and I will say it here. I have said it and I will say it here and again.
It's not like all the people in Nigeria that want to vote are interested in particular person.
That is what we call when you feel
different angles of Nigeria.
I understand, Mr. Shaibu, but you see, we know that the gentlemanly agreement stipulates that the South should finish at 8 years. If that is the case, the ruling party might continue when we stop.
That's what we are saying. That's exactly what we are saying. The party in itself in the convention decided to suspend the zoning issue so that there should be non-zone contest rather than zoning the presidential ticket to one particular region or one particular area.
It's not zoning. It's understanding what is going on. It's not about zoning now. It is understanding that before power returns back to the North, the South must complete their 8 years. That if you have a powerful Southern candidate,
should.
If you have a powerful Southern candidate that stands a chance to give the incumbent if they run for their money, why not fill that Southern candidate? Then let him go into an agreement, maybe probably to do 4 years, and power come back to the North. That is the gentleman's agreement. We agreed. We also look at the case of Jonathan, President Jonathan, and this it cost him the second time as well. So you see. Before now, there is this calculations, permutations that Alhaji Atiku may probably make way for the younger ones to go. He's 79 years old.
I think
approaching 80.
Don't talk about age. If you're talking about age, the incumbent president shouldn't have been where he is now.
Well, he's 74.
Exactly.
He got into power before he was 70.
In Nigeria, there's what we call football age.
Well, I'm not aware of that one, Mr. Ibrahim.
You are very much aware.
Well, football age is for football, but political age, I'm not aware.
In fact,
what we know is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
You mentioned it was on this.
Yes, but I know football age is applicable to football, not for politics.
It's not for,
as far as we are concerned, the president is 74 years. He just celebrated his birthday, 29th of March 2026. So, whatever age we've seen in the newspaper.
Bottom line is that this particular situation may tear the party apart because there are indications that for now, at least, we are seeing a very strong opposition, a coalition of very great politicians coming together to give the incumbent a run for his money. But with this development now, until they are able to resolve these issues and then at least decide and agree that this is the step we are supposed to take in order for us to achieve victory, I think the party is going to be ruined.
When I saw the likes
I also agree. I always tell you that I also belong to the school of thought that believes that power should remain in the South for the time being. And for the ADC to try to shift ground, it's not doing justice to the...
I can assure you.
What I was trying to tell you earlier is that this is what the party agreed on for now. They said that we should now let go of the zoning arrangement. Let's test all contest, and whoever wins, let him carry the ticket. Yeah, I'm just telling you the position of the party, but I'm not in support of that either. If you remember, throughout our discussion, ever since we started this program, I keep always saying that let's keep tight to that arrangement. Although it's not constitutional, but it's helping us as it's helped other countries in the world. Heterogeneous countries always have to charge.
Even some states, some states like Enugu State, the reason why the current governor is sitting down there is not because it was the best, it was the choice of the people. Go and find out.
It's because of our arrangement.
Yes.
Work for the people. I'm not contending your agreement.
If not, the other candidate from the other party, Labour Party, then was just too good to win that seat. But because you know the agreement just have to be kept.
Even
you know
now,
this, and that's also how we work, fostering unity amongst people.
I agree.
As little as appointment.
Even though we know this is what's supposed to be, we cannot also mention this is the present situation on ground for the party. I was merely stating that because if you look at the APC,
well, if the party wants to win election, they know what to do.
There are very strong potential candidates from the south. At least we can mention 3. Obi is there, Amechi is there, Aregeshola is there, and there are still others that we don't even whose name are even not too prominent.
I can imagine what is going on in the minds of the ruling party now, because this was predicted. This was, you know, but we just hope that they can manage it in-house and then resolve it, because you are up and against a very powerful candidate, a strategist, a political guru, a party that has kept their cool and calm for as long as they can keep it, which is the ruling All Progressive Congress. So let's see, back to the same nation. Can you zoom up? Let's see what we have at the radar up there. Up there, okay. Up, yes, take it down a bit. Okay. Let's see.
Dangote, Pop, Trump, Xi Jinping, among other times 100 most influential people. So one of ours has become one of the greatest 100 top most influential people on earth. Dangote, Pop, Trump, Xi Jinping of China.
That's Dangote, Pop, Trump, Xi Jinping,
others.
And others.
Times 100 most influential personalities of
yes, undoubtedly, Dangote is one of them. Undoubtedly, being the richest black man on the planet planet Earth. And what other rider do we have there?
What about Trump?
No, not about Trump. We have other rider by the left side there.
Yes, fallen Brigadier General, Captain, 6 other soldiers buried with full honors. Fallen Brigadier General, a captain, and 6 other soldiers buried with full honors. Buried
with full honor. Well, but they are so rest in peace. They've been buried, and
we always talk about this on our platform. Yes. How we keep losing soldiers, particularly higher-ranking officers, generals from the rank of general support downward. It's a very sad situation. I hope today we are not going to see any report.
Okay, we have another GC one there. The local airlines threatened shut down.
Because of rising fuel costs, I guess.
Yes, over
fuel costs.
Over fuel costs. Why?
That is to be expected.
Shut down over fuel costs, and probably they are not making even. Maybe they are not
exactly. They are not making, exactly.
So
even obtaining the fuel is not very, very, very hard for them.
But some might even argue that they should even shut down. Let everybody ply the road. Let's see what everybody is passing through.
Exactly.
Because I can assure you that from Abuja to Lagos by road, the last time I traveled by road was December 5th, 2025. I was on the road for 23 hours.
Wow.
23, a journey that's not more than
a day.
A journey that was supposed to be more than 8.5 hours. I spent 23 hours.
Wow.
Quote me anywhere. From Abuja to Lagos. In fact, I took off from one of the buses, night buses, and I took off by 3:40 p.m. 3:40 p.m. here in Abuja. And we arrived Lagos 7 on the dot. So calculate it.
Almost.
We did not stop more than 5 minutes on the road. Or 10 minutes. No good road. Nothing to write home about the road. It was terrible.
That's why we keep talking
Once you exceed Kogi State, then from there, before you even get to Ibadan,
the road is nothing to
you cannot move. You can't drive for 3-4 minutes without applying your brakes and then go through one rigorous pothole and the rest of them. I'm telling you what I experienced. 5th of December 2025. And it cost me about 23 hours. Just recently, my first daughter just came back yesterday from Lagos. And she also boarded the same night bus. And I asked her, what time did you take off? She told me. And she arrived there 11 a.m. in the morning. So do the max. So you see, in as much as I'm not in support of any form of protest or to shut down the system, but sometimes let everybody ply the road. Let's see. Exactly. Let the governors, let the ministers, let the local government chairman.
Let's go back to that same paper, please. I think there's another interesting rider there.
No, but let them ply the road so that you can see what we are facing.
So inflation rises to 15.38% on global oil crisis. Inflation rises to 15.38% on global oil crisis. You see, Just yesterday, we are talking about how prices of things keep skyrocketing, inflation keep eating deep into people's life, and this thing is continuing.
Yeah.
This thing is continuing, and
Excuse me.
there's no objective approach toward ameliorating the suffering and hardship the people are experiencing or facing right now.
Okay. Inflation.
I think instead of making a huge amount of billions in trying to prepare for post-election legal disputes, I think the government should start thinking about how to cushion, arrange some cushioning effect for the suffering
and benefits that we intend to derive from the removal of subsidy. These are many questions that a lot of Nigerians are asking out there, and many concerns out there, because the truth about it is that hunger is in the land. Hunger is in the land, Mr. Shaibu.
Of course.
People are hungry. People are practical. I'm not talking of this, is not speculation now. Go out there to the street. People, every day you walk, you dare not dress well, Mr. Shaibu.
You will see a lot of hungry and
when
angry
you dress well and not even that, you dress well and pass certain areas, you see people just walk up to you begging you for money. Able men and women, no transport money to go to the next bus stop, no money to even eat, and you don't even know how to help that situation.
Yes.
So you see, it's a very serious concern, and I don't know what the government is doing, but I just do hope that the government will come out and do something.
Yes. What the government is doing actually is keep widening the tax net, and then
if they
keep budgeting for post-election legal tussles.
Okay. Well, that's your own opinion anyway. But
no, it's not my. Even yesterday, he said it, because what keeps Nigerians poor
is the previous
exactly. Tax policies. So now
the current one is going to bring prosperity.
To keep expanding the tax, increasing the tax, and also keep expanding the tax net. By increasing the tax net, it means actually more and more people getting involved in payment of being taxed.
Okay, let's go back to the newspapers, please. The next newspaper, please. The Vanguard.
It's with a central message of amend new tax law, PIA Electricity Act now. Amend new tax law, PIA Electricity Act now.
Amend new tax law, PIA Electricity Act now. Okay? Amend new tax laws, PIA Electricity Act now. Well, the new tax law should be amended. Well, that is NESG. The tax laws should be amended.
Yes. Says definition of small business in Tax Act should align with definitions in CAMA Act. Identifies need for state legal framework to foster collaboration with discourse.
Okay,
let's will foster enabling business environment. Power of Nigeria, Osgan Bank NISG.
Okay, take it up a bit. Let's see how we have there. Some. Okay.
Nigeria not at war with itself but enemies, says Information Minister. Nigeria
not at war with itself but with enemies,
says Information Minister.
With enemies, who are the enemies?
Yeah, that's what you want to find out.
Well, if the minister knows that we have enemies, that we should identify them. Please, can you take it up a bit?
Let's know them, so they will make.
Let's look at it. This is coming from the Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Minister of Information.
Yes.
And maybe probably he knows what we don't know about the enemies. And we've been hearing cases where they are going to provide a list of those who sponsored insecurity in Nigeria.
Yes, the list has appeared. Exactly.
Okay.
Very, very interesting list, actually.
If we have any enemy, they should bring it out.
Surprisingly, in that list, there's no any famous or popular person. I went through the north, from the northerners to the southerners. I can only see 2 or 3 prominent names that are known to Nigerians. The others are very, very unknown people. Very, very unknown people.
Please go back to that very caption, please. No. Yes, up, please. Okay, we still have the Dangote Pope.
The 200
most influential people there. Okay,
yes.
Let's see if we have anything else to do with
it. Yes, I see the Nigerian inflation thing is still coming up there. Inflation keeps rising. Nigeria's inflation rate rises to 15.38% after 11 months decline.
Let's check if we have anything else to do with the ADC, please. Up, good up. Yes. Okay. ACF, okay.
Raises alarm, says insecurity has reached state of war situation.
As the ACF.
ACF, Arewa Consultative Forum. That is a group of the Arewa.
Yes, it's a very strong, formidable group that represents the northern interest.
Exactly. Raises alarm, says insecurity has reached state of war situation. 6 soldiers, women killed in fresh Boko Haram attack on military formation in Borno still again.
In Borno again?
Again.
6 soldiers.
Why? Now, you keep asking, why always soldiers?
Well, I've told you that the pattern has changed.
The pattern has changed, definitely.
No more soft targets on them.
Yes.
Or no more targets on our villages now.
And that is to smear and embarrass the government, actually. They are now all out to give the impression that, look, your government cannot protect you. Yes, your government is powerless to help you or to protect you.
I think that is statement they are trying to make.
Yeah, I mean, by implication, that is what they are trying, the message they are trying to send across to Nigerians.
Okay.
Why keep killing the people that are supposed to be ensuring your security? They are no longer now attacking villages. They are no longer about ambushing. They are now going directly to military formation and then attacking them.
We have article saying Nigerians should trust me. This is my last attempt. Nigerians should trust me. This is my last attempt. That is by the extreme right there. Okay, it's my last attempt.
2027 is my last attempt.
Nigerians should trust me. Article.
How many times did Atiku actually contest?
This should be the 4th time, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's more than 4th time. It's more than 4th time.
Well, the Nigerians. Well, let's see if Nigerians will trust him anyway.
Exactly.
But I don't think, from the feeders I'm getting.
Yes.
I think if I'm to have the opportunity to meet Atiku, I will tell him, sir, just stay put and be the father of the young ones to take this.
No, I won't tell him that. Though.
If I have the opportunity,
I won't tell him that. Though.
I will tell that. That's what I'm going to advise him.
Others have made several attempts until they became one.
Well,
so
after becoming one,
Nigerian is a civil right to.
We have a former president that we gave several opportunities, and we have tried so many times, and he got there. The problem still persisted.
No, it's not that. I can't see any Nigerian president coming to say he will clear all of Nigeria.
Not all. We're not talking about all. The problem persisted. The fuel increased, security increased. Nothing changed. Looting stealing of government money took another center stage.
For me, I cannot disqualify Atiku because of age.
I'm not disqualifying him.
No, I know you are not, but a lot of people are putting that into consideration. I'm only anti-Atiku now because I want power to remain in the south.
All right, Mr. Shaibu, we are not campaign managers.
So let Atiku.
We are not campaign managers.
Yes, we are. No, I'm not a politician, I'm telling you, but I always go out.
You are politically inclined.
I'm saying that.
You are a politician by default.
Oh, of course. Man is a political animal by default.
No, not even you are a politician by default.
I said man is a political animal.
Well, let's leave that discussion. Let's discuss. Please take us to the next newspaper. Daily Trusts.
Governor Inuwa hosts Fintiri for landmark project unveiling in Gombe State. Governor Inuwa hosts Fintiri for landmark project unveiling in Gombe State. I think Governor Inuwa, Fintiri is Adamawa State governor, being invited by his counterpart to come and commission some project in Gombe State. Now
the headline there, the main headline is insecurity. Nigeria in state of war. Arewa Consultative Forum, ACF.
Of course.
Our
situation now is akin to a war.
We are losing soldiers every day now. Just yesterday again, 6.
Just soldiers. We are spending billions. That one is in quotation mark, in parentheses. We are spending billions in name of ensuring security and in war against insurgency, which I doubt if those billions or hundreds of billions that are assumed, supposedly being earmarked, are judiciously being used in that fight against insurgency. We have been losing, communities have been displaced, women have been made widows, children have been forcefully abducted to become insurgent themselves. In these communities,
we're having boy soldiers.
Greater majority of their youth have been badly indoctrinated. Some have been psychologically traumatized. Do you understand?
Let's go back to the Daily Trust if we still
lives were lost.
Right here. Go down. So, yes.
The situation particularly
take it up a bit. Let's see.
It's similar
okay. 159.28 trillion debt. Each Nigerian owes 724,000 naira. So, Mr. Shaibu, you are owing 724,000 naira.
No, those that borrow it, they are the ones that are owing.
You are owing 724,000 naira, Mr. Shaibu.
No, go and ask the person.
Me and you, Josie, Ajia, everybody here, listen to me, Nigerians.
So is that why
you are owing 724,000 at each of us? So we better start looking for money to pay.
We will meet there.
One or else you might likely go into alleged slavery.
I will not go to slavery.
The owners of the money will come for you.
We will meet there.
Let's look at that, please. Bring it up. 159.28 trillion debt. Each Nigerian owes 724,000. Well, that's serious.
And Nigerians are not seeing the realities of this money on the ground. It's not impacting their life. They are not seeing infrastructure. They are not seeing any human capital development around them. Their children are not being adequately educated. More than 70% of Nigeria's family, their children attend private schools. And like I told you the last time, even the private schools are in categories. I was surprised when I found out that there are private schools that are paying 20 to 30,000 naira per term. I can wonder what the children learn in such schools. And there are the private schools that charge over 1 million naira per term.
Okay.
But even those private schools that are charging 30,000 naira is far better than public schools. Some public schools.
Let's go back to the newspaper. Article is still talking about that this presidential race this time around is his last slot and last chance, and that's probably appealing that he should be given the last opportunity. Nigerians should trust him. That will be for the internal party. But there's something that is catching my interest here.
Yes.
It seems to be the Nation seems to be the only paper that captured that issue of the ADC as their major caption, even probably allegedly exaggerating it by saying that it is tearing the party apart.
Yes.
You see, sometimes some of these papers, the way they put up their captions shows the body language of the owners of the papers. Maybe they are pro APC, pro ADC, pro PDP.
They are seemingly
the PR. That's why I just call the media PR. It's clear because you can see that the Nation newspaper, the way it was being put out there at the newspaper shows that that paper, the Nation newspaper, have from the body language, I don't know, but I feel that that's some of elements of exaggeration there, allegedly. Okay, let's go to the next newspaper, please. The Guardian. Can you zoom it a bit so that people can see?
Yes.
Fresh concerns over funding risk
as Nigeria public debt hits 159.28 trillion.
That is what we are saying. Now you are owing 724,000.
And there are still new plans to go and take more loans by this present administration.
And their partners at the back.
I think by the time this administration has finished with us, some of us will begin to walk the street naked. I'm telling you. Honestly, it's not a joking matter. It's not a laughing matter.
Before I will walk on the street naked, I will go and make enough clothes.
Currently, they are owing you 726,000 naira.
No, you are the one owing.
No. I don't give it. The person that want to borrow, it seems they are owing.
Please go back to that paper. I think I saw
very shameful situation, honestly speaking.
Okay, I think this is
what are those monies used to?
Trillion.
What are those monies?
But that brings me to some, because I saw
no road.
That 210 trillion naira was
no good funding for our universities.
Was allegedly stolen by a particular former group MD of NNPC. 210 trillion. And was it last month or so? I saw that caption somewhere. That's enough to clear this debt now, Mr. Ibrahim.
It's more than enough. I can't remember.
210 trillion.
That one is more than even this one. So that
we see money is recovered, 4 trillion from former government officials, different trillions.
Where are those
monies now? And then we keep seeing that we are owing 159. So what's going on? Please,
what is going on is that everybody, once they find themselves in position of power, they are only there also to get their own and move on.
Okay. Do we have any other? Can you please zoom it up a bit? Zoom it close. Thank you. Okay, we still have the Dangote Pope Trump as one of the most 100 influential people in Nigeria, in the world, I mean.
Africa scouts $120 billion to fix Dangote size refinery to hedge energy crisis. Africa scouts $120 billion for fixed Dangote size, for 6 Dangote size refineries.
And we have the pictures of the fallen officers being buried, giving a very so that's the proof that it is real. It's no longer a story that is General Brimo, Hussein Brimo. You can see them, according him
And
this
their families,
burial
yes.
rights and their families. According his burial rights, well, but they're gentle, so rest in peace. But that doesn't negate the fact that we are losing gallant officers. Mr. Ibrahim, this is very annoying. 4 generals in 4 months. We are losing our gallant officers, losing colonels, losing captains, and the rest of them. It's appalling.
Well, one of the paper carries.
And just yesterday again, we are still losing again.
Exactly.
Soldiers.
Even today, today's one of the radars says another attack had taken place in Borno. So even that one, we don't even know actually how many people died, whether or not it included a